Starting in January of 2016, Lower Mainland police forces began to see an increase in violent sexual assaults where offenders were targeting women in our communities. Within a relatively short period of time, police in Burnaby, North Vancouver, the University of British Columbia, Vancouver, and on our transit system recognized that these violent crimes were not going to be solved by ordinary means or without a concentrated effort by all of our agencies to support the victims and work together to identify these offenders. Part of the challenge that we had was that we were looking for a small number of offenders, men, who were victimizing women in a number of communities across the Lower Mainland. During these violent attacks, the men would use the element of surprise to harm others and then flee. In some cases, police were relying on a small amount of evidence left behind. Police and crime labs meticulously combed through forensic evidence, knowing that even the smallest clue could lead us to an offender. Investigators worked closely with the brave women who came forward to report the crimes, often sharing difficult and often horrific details about the trauma they experienced at the hands of another person. We engaged support services in the community. We knew that without their assistance and support, many of these women would be reluctant to come forward. Police employed a variety of investigative techniques, many quite advanced, including crime analysis within our agencies, as well as the behavioral science units within the RCMP to analyze years' worth of data, offenses, and offenders to narrow down our search. We worked with the Real-Time Intelligence Center, or which is called RTIC BC, which was active in doing intelligence checks on all the suspects in these investigations, and ensured that any information was shared quickly among British Columbia and Canadian law enforcement agencies to help identify suspects. Police officers from across the province were brought into the investigation, and our frontline officers on the street were tasked with thoroughly reporting on any activity reported to police that could help us identify an offender. No call was too small. Detectives looked for potential witnesses, video from surrounding neighborhoods, and tips from the community to develop an offender profile. We relied on the media to help us warn the public and there were predators in our communities, to watch out for one another and report any suspicious activity to their local police. Police built on investigative partnerships and detectives from the Vancouver Police Department, RCMP E-Division Major Crime Section, the Burnaby RCMP, the North Vancouver RCMP, the University RCMP, and the Metro Vancouver Transit Police officers shared investigative theories, evidence collected, and potential offender profiles. We are ready to, as always, to go through any length to find such offenders, hold them accountable, and stop future assaults from happening. I'll step aside now and let Chief Superintendent Boudreau speak. Thank you.